Is it not written in your law that ye are gods? You understand what I'm saying? So it just depends on what level you on based on, whether you're human or whether you're immortal.
At ease. I am soul. At some point in time in your life, you're going to have to realize, you're going to have to understand that emotional energy and emotional intelligence is everything, right? Now, I know we've talked about it, but you're going to have to come to the conclusion that it's everything. In this third dimensional world, there is nothing that exists outside of that. And I'm telling you, if you never understand that, you will spend the remainder of your days in a mental cardboard box. You will spend the remainder of your days as a prisoner and you won't even know it. Emotional energy and emotional intelligence is everything, right? I'm going to tell you how I came up with this conversation to talk about it today. Because I'm sure I've talked about this quite recently, right? I was having, a conversation with a brother on via email the other day about, we were talking about the power circle, right? And I was talking about, first off, pause, man. If you brothers aren't part of the power circle, I'm telling you, man, you're missing a movement. You're missing something very powerful, man. And if don't take my word, man. Ask the brothers in the circle. You see the brothers commenting on the in the videos. But anyway, so I'm talking to a brother about the circle, right? And I'm saying, brother, like this is how the men of greatness in the past, like this is how they moved. And I'm naming all these names, man, that have gone down in history. I said these brothers came together, man, and put their minds together in a mastermind and created harmony. And that's what gave them the power. I broke the whole spiel down on how it moves, right? And I gave all of that stuff, man. I named all of those great men. And this brother said this, and I quote, the brother said, Henry Ford, frequency of harmony. He said, was that right after he was awarded the Eagle by the Nazis? Then the brother said, log off, bro. In other words, so you have been dismissed, right? Now, I didn't do no research on this Eagle Award, but just from the general sounds of it, it sounds as if he was saying that this man, this white male was awarded by the, it's pretty self-explanatory. And I was thinking, man, I said all of that stuff, man. I talked about moving mountains. I talked about, success and all this stuff. I said, and all this brother did was hear about, one particular man and let it bring him out of his element. I'm telling you this, man, a lot of us are missing our blessings, but because we don't understand emotional intelligence. We don't understand emotional energy, man. I always talk about, I say thou shalt not judge, and I kind of go in on it. Brother, I'm telling you, you have to get to a point where you take data as raw data, right? And I'm talking about any sector of any topic. You have to take data as raw data. Once you learn to stop putting things in a category of good or bad and right or wrong, brother, there's an element of power that comes with that I can't even explain. There's a level of freedom that I can't even explain. I'm gonna tell you what I responded to the brother. I said, brother, you lack understanding. You're looking at it from a low level of thinking. I said, even Hitler was in harmony. And I meant that, brothers. Hitler was probably one of the most destructive men, that's lived on this earth as far as hurting a people. But when you step back and when you don't put him in a category of good or bad, right or wrong, you can look at that. Him and his team was in complete harmony. Was it good? Hell to the no. But they had to be in harmony to move like that. We can even go to the other extreme, and we can look at a people of color or a person of colors that have done the same thing. Hell, we can look at the Bloods and the Crips. We can look at the Bloods and the Crips and say, you know what? This whole gang activity is destructive, man. People are getting injured. People are doing this. But at the same time, if you step back, you have to say, you know what? These people, these members have created harmony. They've created their own atmosphere. And by doing that, it's giving them power, right? Not good or bad. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, there's power in not judging a thing. And once you understand that, brother, I'm telling you, you can see the world for what it is. This world is controlled by, altering a people's emotional energy. I guarantee you this. I guarantee you this, man. We talk about all the time, or it's said all the time how divorce rates are, always tumbling, and men and women just can't figure it out. I guarantee you this: if we never ever publicize another divorce, if the rule for getting divorced was, you have to remain silent, you can never speak about it. I don't care if it's in your neighborhood. I don't care if it's up to the Kim and Kanye's. If no one ever spoke about divorce, I guarantee you the divorce rates would stop dropping. I guarantee you, man, because what it is, when we hear this stuff on the news, it's really to throw you off harmony. I mean, you might have a good 5% wife, man. She ain't in these streets doing all this wild stuff. She taking care of business. You cutting the TV on every night, man. You seeing all these celebrities getting took for all this money. You seeing, even people in your neighborhood. You like, man, I thought they were a good couple, and now they're going their own. It's creating a disharmony. Now you looking at your woman like, dang, if Kim could do it, then you could do it. She looking at you like, man, like if so and so could cheat, then you probably gonna cheat. It's taking you out of your element. It's taking you out of your prayer, man. I'm telling you, man, you have to be aware of that. And when I think about my people, when I think about people of color, advancing, there's a reason why a lot of us can't advance. There's a reason, because as soon as we get our minds right and we start listening to the right people and moving in the right direction, all this world has to do is take one man of color, put a couple of rounds in them, put it on television, and you're out of it. Ball game is over for you. Your mindset is shot. You're talking about picketing. You're talking about marching from here to Selma and back. You're out of your element. Instead of doing this, instead of saying, you know what? If I feel like there's a group of people that have some kind of advantage over me, then instead of me getting mad for them doing it, why don't I pause, stay in my prayer, and see what they're doing? What did they do to even get there? You know what I'm saying? And let me match that energy. I'm telling you, brother, wars are won in the fifth dimension. Let me get there on a mental level, man. Because if you come out of your prayer, if you get emotionally involved, brothers, I'm telling you, you just marching backwards and don't even know it, brother. And the system understands this. Even down to the Brian Flores situation recently in the NFL, right? I don't know who the brother was coaching for now, but I think it was an interview with the New York Giants that started this whole debacle. This is my take on that. This brother was done wrong, right? This is his personal situation. This brother, he felt like the NFL came at him sideways, put him in a situation that wasn't fair. So he said, you know what? Due to you kind of screw my career, I'm going to turn around and sue you, right? Okay. I think the brother is making a right move if that's how he feels, right? This is where that whole situation loses me. When they put this on the news and say, you know what, Brian Flores is being mistreated and da-da-da-da-da. The first thing you hear about is, oh, man, the NFL is da-da-da, is hating this, all this stuff and black, white, this, man. I'm telling you, as soon as we start moving like that, we're unplugging. That's how it's expected for you to act. That's how a group of people remain controlled forever. Think about this. Think about how many NFL players are African American, right? Think about how many fans are African American, right? And you telling me that 32 men have the ability to take you out of that element and start getting angry on why black coaches can't coach in the NFL? Do y'all not understand the mental madness behind that? And I'm not trying to make this a black and white thing, but as y'all know, I'm far beyond that. I just think this is a prime example to show you how emotional energy works and how if you don't understand what's really going on, how you remain captive to it. But do you understand what I'm saying? Look at the percentage of brothers in the NFL that are black, African American, right? Or non-white, right? Think about the amount of fans that are watching the game. Why is it at no point in time no one says, hey, you know what? Instead of us getting mad at these 32 owners for doing what they want to do, for living their best life, why don't we sit back, not get emotionally involved, and see how they're moving? Let me study how they're moving to get in this position and learn from that, to learn to find that harmony. Because what would happen is this: brothers would back up. You would have all these multi-millionaire retired players. You would have all these investors saying, you know what? Let's start our own league and end the whole conversation. You don't want to hire men of color? Hey, that's fine, brother. Like I'm not finna get emotionally involved. I'm not finna get mad at you for living your best life. I'm not finna get worked up. I'm not finna unplug from my prayer. I'm just gonna learn from you. I'm gonna step back and I'm gonna move accordingly, man. But the fact that they know the fact that they know you might do that, they got to throw coal on the fire. I'm telling you, brothers, if you don't understand emotional energy, if you don't understand emotional intelligence, brother, you will live the remainder of your days in a prison and you won't even know it. You won't even know it. And again, I'm not making this about black and white. I'm not making it about football. I'm just making it about it's binary. Like I always say, man, you could easily say this about your employer. You can go to a job, man. Let's say, for example, if I went down the road and I got a job at Popeye's Chicken down the road, right? I can go there and say, man, you know, like I love this job, man, but it's not fair. They doing all this stuff. They wrong. They messing my hours up because I'm this color. They're doing all this stuff. And what most people would do is get mad. They may get on the internet and start bad talking the job. They may go to the water cooler and talking bad about the job. You know, going home to family saying how it sucks. Instead of saying, you know what, let me not get emotionally involved. Let me see how they're moving. Let me see how they're operating a business. Let me see how they're conducting their sales and their marketing and how they're frying their chicken. And let me step back and say, you know what, if I want to do that, let me do my own thing. But just the fact that people get so emotionally involved that, you know, it clouds the thinking, man. It clouds the thinking. And I'm telling you, all those mental wars are won in the fifth dimension. Think about Napoleon Hill. He said the book is called Think and Grow Rich. It's not talk. It didn't say complain. It didn't say march. It didn't say picket and grow rich. It said think. It said think and grow rich. And I'm telling you, man, when your emotional energy is going every which way, you can't think, brothers. You can't think. You aren't the same person. You aren't living in your prayer. You can't live. I'm telling you, brothers, you will never see the highest version of yourself if you can't control your emotional energy, man. Like, I wish I was lying, brother. I wish it wasn't that important. And I say that because so very few people understand that. You understand emotional intelligence. You understand, you know that emotional energy is the creative source of all of this. Brother, you'll reevaluate life itself, man. You'll reevaluate life itself. So, brothers, I'm telling you, if you only watch one video of mine, brother, pay attention to this one, man. Understand that your world, understand that emotional energy and emotional intelligence, again, is everything. When you're talking about anything dealing with this world, this third dimensional plane, there is nothing outside of that.